What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion. This is before London session, almost at the end of the Asian session. So we are doing, this is the first session and there will be another one during the London and New York session as well. So before I begin this session, make sure guys you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button. For those who are new to the channel today, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's see what's happening in the market. We have seen the market started to reverse, especially looks like the DXY might reverse. If you go to the Forex factory today also, there is quite a few high impact news is coming. If you look at closely, Gbpusd news is coming today 6 p.m. which is very important news announcement on Gbpusd. Could find a really good trading opportunity. And tonight a dollar CAD together news is coming at 12:30 a.m. that one also will be covering in this live session. So yeah, there is also Gbpusd news coming tonight 1:15 a.m. probably will cover that one also, and tomorrow AUD and again Gbpusd. So the pairs will be very volatile because Gbpusd, AUD, USD, they are very important pairs including CAD. So looking at, first I was looking at so far on DXY to see actually what dollar is doing. Now you can see that dollar DXY in a very important zone. This middleman, you can see that this is the monthly candle that I am showing on chart, because this time frame we can find a major direction to see in fact dollar is turning into a bullish or a bearish market. So we see that there is a middleman here on the monthly. Now this candle, why I'm looking at this candle is very important. Why? Because if you closely look at, you will see that this candle across this monthly low here, there's a wickless candle, it grabbed liquidity and highly likely that the price will respect this candle. Now if you closely look at, you will see that DXY already has come more around half of this long candle on the monthly. So because this is a very important level, this candle, there is a probability for DXY now to have a bounce from this zone. So with that sense, what I'm trying to see either if DXY is reversing, okay, so that could be a very important points that we need to look at. We might see that DXY's a reversal. If we see that, yeah, definitely we'll take the trend, we'll take the trade early enough to see how we can take that advantage. So looking at weekly also, we see DXY after this previous weekly strong drop, we have seen that DXY has a bounce from this level. This is a very important zone, and from that previous support zone here, okay, which is turning resistance here, and also there is a support zone here, we see that DXY has a bounce. And what I think that this price might create a reversal. So it's just a speculation early. We need to see further confirmation. Daily we have seen a bounce, but the price action is still bearish on the lower time frame, guys. Keep in mind, you see that there is one wickless candle. If you closely, yeah, this is a fully wickless green candle, followed by there is a strong rejection from the bottom. So far still bearish, but if it breaks the high, we might see reversal. So that's the daily time frame, because DXY, if you closely look at, this is a long-term bull market. The price came to a very important zone where on the daily this level acted here as a resistance, in the past acted here as a support. Now same level acted here as a support, and from this level we could see that DXY is pushing to the upside. So looking at on the intraday is still, as I told you, we need to see clear confirmation. As you have seen yesterday, there is a clear so when the price change reverse, it does some manipulation, some false breakout to grab liquidity so that it can move in the direction it wants to move. And you have seen yesterday USD CAD grab liquidity on that's a huge liquidity grab and started to reverse. So let's see what happened. What I think that we might see possible reversal. Now to consider it reversal, we need to see some kind of consolidation reversal pattern to be formed, and then to see a clear trend. So normally when we see that the price is reversing, better to wait for the trend to form the trend. Okay, so a clear formation of the trend, and then we can consider going long as soon as we will see that break to the upside. Okay, so DXY is currently looks like that it is trying to create a bullish price action. So with that being said, we will see how we can trade based on current price action confirmation. So let me look at the chat, guys, what you are up to. Let me see. Buma, morning sir. Buma, thank you very much. ARV, morning. ARV, Haidar from Pakistan. Haidar, thank you very much. US oil and Euro GBP first. Yeah, we'll look at it. US oil and Euro GBP. Hi, thank you. CAD, CPI, XMA. Yeah, we'll look at it. Hagai, good day, coach. Watching you from Dubai. Yeah, thank you very much, Hagai. You are welcome. Arviz sir, can you tell us about CPI numbers and in which direction they affect the market, and what's FOMC? Please give us proper answer. Okay, so look at CPI. Your question is CPI number, in which direction they affect the market. Yeah, clearly we'll answer it. And FOMC, absolutely, will cover both of them. So let me answer these two questions. So CPI number and which direction they affect. Let's go to the Forex factory calendar and to see the CPI and how they are impacting. Okay, so let's look at from the clear perspective how they explain, then I'll tell you clearly how it looks like. Okay, so first of all, what's the CPI like? What does this do in the pair? So change in the price of goods and services purchased by consumers. So CPI, consumer price index in short form, is the change and change in the price of goods and services purchased by the consumer. So this is the name stand for. Now let's look at the effect, how it does affect. So actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Now if you see that CPI data is bigger than the forecast, it's good for currency. Why? Because it's very easy to understand. See, when change in price of goods and services purchased by consumers, so if you see that change in price and if it positive, that means the price increases. When price increases, try to understand, when price increases something, when the demand is high, right? For example, let's apply common sense. Let's say you went to an Apple shop yesterday. You have seen that the Apple price is $5 kilo, but today when you have gone to the Apple shop, you have seen that the Apple is selling $7 kilo. So the price increase, right? So the price increase, right? Because demand increases. Okay, demand increases, that's why the price increasing, because the more buyer, less supply, the price will go high. That's the law. That's the law of economics. So then when you see, let's go back to that one here. Let's say CPI, they forecast 0.8%. Okay, but the result came, let's say for example 1%. All right, so when it comes to 1%, that means that the change of price is higher than forecast. So when the price is, that means that if you again go back here, what you see, that change on the price in goods and services purchased by the consumer, the change of price is higher. Okay, the price is higher than the actual, is higher than the forecast. The demand is high, that means that currency will get stronger. Good for currency means currency will get stronger. The reason is more people will buy that currency, so it's an overall measure of the economy. Okay, for example, tourism increases, okay, product increases overseas and in the country. So if it is for CAD, then CAD will have more demand, right? That means that more tourists going in Canada, more people buying from Canada, more people doing more business activity based on Canadian dollar. So Canadian dollar has higher demand, so Canadian dollar getting stronger, then the price is likely to go up. That's the simplest way you can understand, and that's only the way you need to understand. So yeah, so that's the impact on CPI. So anytime once you face CPI, keep in mind that CPI stand for change in price index. So if it is higher than forecast, good for currency gets stronger because more demand, more people will buy that currency, so that currency will get higher. So that's the CPI stand for. And FOMC is federal again forgot that name. Let me look at that on the chart. So if you look at FOMC, so it stands for Federal Open Market Committee. Okay, so the stand for Federal Open Market Committee. Okay, FOMC. Now, why you need to care about FOMC? FOMC is very, very important. You can say that NFP, FOMC, these two are the most important news announcement that you need to look at when you are trading. Very important. The reason is, see, on FOMC, what they do, the usual effect, more hawkish than expected, is good for currency. Now, why you need to look at FOMC? FOMC is when federal chairman or whoever in charge, he or she gives some clue about the future policy, how they will be boosting the economy, what are the hawkish coming behind the economy. So then how you can understand it? To be honest, as a retail trader, it's not possible for you to predict their comment how they will impact in the market. The only way you can use that FOMC is from the price movement, or you need to wait, or you need to avoid FOMC until you see a clear direction in the market. Okay, the only way you can use FOMC by waiting to see how the market is moving, because there is a lot of hidden messages they will deliver in their meeting, which almost impossible for as a retail trader to predict how the market will move based on what they are saying. So better to avoid FOMC and to wait to see how the market is reacting, and later you can decide based on price action. The best way to trade FOMC is not to trade it, okay, because the market is extremely volatile during FOMC, and it is almost impossible for you to understand, in fact, which way the market will be heading. So that is why, because every trader will have a different interpretation, and people will buy, sell together, and the market will just go up and down. And you see that in most of the time you'll see a long doji that's gone up and down and hitting all the stop loss and taking out of the trade. So let me show you one candle of FOMC, then you'll understand what I mean. You see this gold market, this candle in FOMC. Okay, this is the FOMC candle. Let me show you. You see this candle is an FOMC candle. Okay, so during the time of FOMC, the price has gone up, came back, gone up, and finally closed as a doji. So you can't trade this kind of candle. Better to stay away from FOMC, but that's a market mover. That after finishing of that FOMC, you see the market is trending, and that is where you can take the full advantage of FOMC. Hopefully that you found and everyone understood it. Still, if you're not sure, let me know. Emoji, good morning. Depending on your time frame, are you in any position currently? We are not running any position. We are waiting for entry. As soon as we will find, we will jump on a trade. I'm especially waiting for GBP news to be released, and then we could find, definitely we could find some good trade in the market once the GBP news will be released. Good morning, coach. Good morning. Bandhan, hi sir, good morning from India. Bandhan, thank you very much. Found your channel yesterday. I'm hooked. Nicola, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, you'll find a lot of value in this channel, and you are always welcome to learn and grow with us. Thank you very much. Good morning from Gujarat. Thank you very much. Morning Nigeria, NG, no problems. Thank you very much. Morning watching from Kenya. Awesome morning, Coach Tolian. Yep. Vasarna, hi coach. Vasarna said, don't forget to explain reason for entry a trade. Shadi, yeah, absolutely. We'll make a lot of videos on this. Kozo Gold, yeah, no problems. Sajida, good morning, sir. Sajida, Euro USD buy price, yeah. Emily, good morning, coach. Thank you very much. Tucker, oh yes, I understand. Thank you. Hervé, thank you so much, Nizam. I understand it. So higher actual than forecast. Will market explain USD bullish? Yeah, that's the theory. Sometimes practically you see a little bit of different, but that's the theory behind it. Which pair better on GBP CPI today? Okay, so let's look at for GBP pairs the question. So GBP, all GBP pairs looks preparing for the CPI. Let me look at all the GBP pairs. Okay, so okay guys, so I'm looking at some of the pairs that are really important to us today. One of them is GBP USD. So looking at, first of all, monthly time frame, as we'll do a full analysis to see in fact which way the market is heading, as GBP news is coming later today. The market is extremely volatile. Okay, so looking at monthly on GBP USD, what we see that GBP USD on the monthly perspective has created a very strong bullish price action. Okay, on the lower time frame, you see that from this monthly support we have seen a bounce on GBP USD. Okay, with that bounce, what we see that the price reached to an important zone, now slowly reversing. Looking at the weekly time frame, what we see that on the weekly also, after this big bullish candle, the price has gone up, reached to this resistance zone. Now we see primarily a little bit of rejection. Now keep in mind guys, this is a long term. If you look at the bigger picture, it is bearish. Now the price has gone, created enough bullish move. Let's see, we might see a reversal possible, because DXY, if DXY is reversing, then definitely GBP also will be reversing. Let's look at daily. Okay, on the daily we have seen already the price reach this very important level of resistance zone, which is a support here, turn resistance. Okay, if you look at weekly, in fact it's a big move. Daily also we have seen already a strong move. What I think that guys, GBP USD, we might see some possible to see some reversal now slowly. Looking at the intraday, okay, so still we can't say that it's reversing, because we need to see clear pattern. But before reverse, what I think that we might see further up, and then in this zone we might see Gbpusd might creating slowly reversal. So primarily it hit this resistance zone, which turned here, support here, now turning resistance here, okay, on Gbpusd. Now from that zone, what we could see today, I think that we will see another spike, and then we'll probably create a lower high, and then we could see a rejection. So looking at intraday, what I think that on Gbpusd, this move, probably the price is trying to create a move to the downside. I think that, why? Because if you closely look at, we see Gbpusd from here, okay, we see enough move to the upside. The price is in a zone where there is a probability for reversal. As you can see, this is the previous support zone here, which is also support zone here, which now turning resistance. Okay, so to consider a reversal on Gbpusd, what I need, in fact what we need to see, another attempt from the buyer along this zone. If we see that it created rejection along this zone, that could be a nice free place for selling Gbpusd, probably again to back to this level. So with that being said, guys, we could see reversal on Gbpusd, not now. What we need to see, again another attempt from the buyer, and along this zone, if we see that they fail to create a higher high, highly likely along this zone, then we can consider reversal. Now why am I thinking in this zone? The reason, that's how the market reverse, or it may continue trend. Because if you say that okay, Gbpusd might reverse, let's sell from here. If you sell from here, what if continue to go? Then when do you know that it might reversing? When it will create another attempt, and on that attempt, if it fails to create a higher high along this zone, probably will create a lower high. That is where you can have a high probability trade, because if the price is here, fail to create a higher high, will sell keeping stop loss above this high. So in case if it breaks, then okay, we are out of the trade. But in case if it managed to respect this level, we can take a big trade to the downside, and that is how the best way to trade. Need to wait for an attempt, and highly likely that it will go up again, because on the daily you see already a long wick candle created. Okay, so this long rejection at the top is in fact could be a benchmark for the price to respect. Okay, so let me show you how it looks like. Couple of examples will give you a clear idea what I'm telling. Let's say this pair, for example, NZD-CAD. Okay, see, when you see a long wick candle, you see on NZD-CAD, when the price came around half of this long wick candle zone, you see that the price in fact had a reverse, a big drop, right? And then later the price has gone up and has broken to the upside. Okay, so this is a very regular phenomena in the market. Okay, if you look at many other pairs, you will see the same kind of price action. So with that said, let's go back to daily again. Now what I'm expecting, GBP USD to come on the daily today during the news, highly likely that the price will have a bounce to the upside. But I'm expecting GBPUSD to go to this level, and from that zone, once we see a very strong rejection, then we can consider shorting GBPUSD. Otherwise, as I told you, if in case it drops from here, testing this 20 EMA along this zone, if we see again bullish price action, we'll be buying. Okay, so this zone is not a good place for buying or selling. As I told you again, if it drops from here and coming back here, leaving this place unchecked, then we might see bullish move from here. On the other hand, if it goes up from here, giving us a strong rejection along this zone, we will be selling for the shorting. So these are the two plans. But from the DXY perspective, guys, from the DXY perspective, I see that dollar might start to reverse, but it may not be in one day. We might see some consolidation, looks like, but as I told you that we need to see further confirmation. So it's a speculation or guess based on the price action, but when it falls into the rules of the strategy, only in that case we will be trading. Okay, so let's look at now the chat. Morning coach, thank you very much. Turang, hello sir, how will CPI for UK cat today? Yeah, that's what we are discussing. Thanks for priceless prices of information, watching you from Kenya. Thank you. Shed some light on cat CHF. Thanks, no problems. Thank you very much, guys. In the meantime, everyone, please give a big thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. There is a lot of content we'll be releasing every day, including live session, live analysis and discussions and educational content that will change the way you trade. So let's begin with some of the pairs that we'll be looking at. Let's look at GJ, okay, how it is doing. Okay, looking at monthly GJ, as you can see on the monthly, it is a long-term bull market. Okay, so you can see that the price came to this level and then primarily having a rejection. So long-term bull market, if you closely look at, you see that monthly price action has been bounced from this level on GBP JPY. This is a very, very important level of support zone here, support zone here, okay, support zone here. From that zone, we have seen a strong rejection to the upside on GBP JPY. Now with that bounce, we have seen previous months this bullish candle, very strong bullish candle, followed by this month the price came so far to this level, now primarily rejecting. So long-term bull market, if we see clear bullish pattern here, we will go long on GBP JPY. Let's look at the weekly perspective, how it is doing. Now weekly, so far it is doing exactly as planned, but now the price is facing another resistance zone. So either the price is breaking or coming back down. Let's look at daily. Now from the daily point of view, we see GBP JPY is now facing another resistance. Let's look at now to see which way the price might do. Now on the 4 hour, we see that the price, you see this price action at this point. I normally don't trade this price action. Okay, this is very, very narrow price action. Okay, this price action is for me, I wait for either breakdown, okay, clear breakdown, and then on the retest I'll be selling, okay, or I need to see the price has broken out completely of this resistance level and the retest creating a strong bullish price action. So in these two situations, as I told you, that news is coming, and on that news we could see a clear direction. So GBP is very, very hot today, and I'm waiting for an entry with my students in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So guys, if you want to trade that instrument and also learn our strategies, you can find a link in the description area. You can visit website. If you have any question, let us know in the live chat. I'm leaving our website address here also from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So you can visit us with this website address and join us to trade and learn our strategies. There is always a live chat option available. You can talk to us directly in this live, using that live chat. So let's jump on to indices US30. Let's see what's happening now. If dollar get, that if dollar reverse, then definitely we'll see reversal on US30 also. So let's look at on US30 a little bigger picture to in fact which way. Now US30, what we see that, okay, CAT CHF, I saw a request for CAT CHF, and then we'll go to the US30. Okay, monthly price action CAT CHF, we see that the price is below this level of support. Weekly, there is a candle that has opened with a gap. Let me look at daily. Okay guys, so CAT CHF, looking at daily, okay, it has broken down completely, okay, CAT CHF, but the price is in a very crucial support zone. Okay, we could see, I think that we could see an up price, but it's very risky to buy now because there is a strong drop. Now if we consider, let's say, a Fibonacci retracement for this move, so even 38.2% Fibonacci could be to this level. But at the same time, okay, at the same time, keep in mind that this 2 daily candle is bearish, because you see there is a narrow doji followed by this. The price action so far is still bearish. Still there is a probability for meltdown on CAT CHF, okay, and it is in a very crucial zone. If you look at the 4 hour, okay, we see the price action here. This price action so far is bearish. Okay, so that is why how we think and what we see, we need to create a connection. Now what, from the perspective of, let's say, the price below this level of support, looks like it may reverse, but so far the price action is bearish. So until you see clear reversal, not a good idea at all to buy, and not a good idea to sell until you see breakdown. So if you see this pattern on the 4 hour, what you see that starting, this is the impulse, okay, this is the price action. If you closely look at, you see this, okay, so what's this price action mean is continuation, right? So this is what we see. Now we could see going up, grab liquidity, and then drop. This is highly likely to happen. But if it reverse, then we'll see completely different picture. Okay, we might see a very strong move to the upside, and we need to see a clear reversal. But for me, I think that it's still probability for another drop, because there is a very strong bearish engulfer on the weekly. The price came below this level of support. Now it is going up for retracement. If it breaks, because it's below this very important level of support, okay, on the weekly as well, we might see a strong move to the downside on CAT CHF. Okay, so to sell, you might say, okay, when do I sell if I need to sell? If you see like that, a strong move up, tested this, let's say 20 EMA, and then another red candle strongly bearish like that, okay, let's say like this, like this, a bearish engulfer, then what you're gonna do is wait for a retracement to this level, and then you will see that CAT CHF created a head and shoulder and then dropped. Okay, so that's how we need to wait for the price to give us a confirmation for potential shorting opportunity. Okay guys, so hopefully that you are enjoying, and at the same time, any one of you guys are looking for a trusted broker, okay, then you can use the link that I'm giving for EverTrade. Okay, you can open an account using that link if you are looking for a regulated and trusted broker, once you open a account using that link, you will receive bonus. So using this, it's a deposit bonus link, so you can use that. Thank you very much. So let's look at now let me look at the chat. Please gold update. Yeah, no problem. So look at it. Thank you from California. Can you let me know, Doug? Hi, what's the time in California? I want to see that current time in California. So 9 p.m. Okay, very good. So it's not that much deep in night. So okay, very good. Thank you very much for joining this live session. Okay, so let's look at now. How many of you are have joined from USA? Let me know in the chat. I want to know that you guys are enjoying from US and Canada, and not only US and Canada. How many of you join from all around the world? So let me know your place. You are from Middle East or from Africa or from Asia or from India. I want to know more about you guys so that I can relate more on you. In the meantime, let me know. I'm from Sydney, Australia, so which is around 4:06 p.m. Let me know your time, current time, and your zone. That will really help to know this time like how I'm relating to you, what time you are in job or at home. So your time and your location will help if you let me know in the chat section. Thank you very much. So let's look at now, guys. Let me look at all those pairs, as there will be a candle close after 53 minutes to see in fact which way the market will be moving. Aussie CAD, Aussie NZD looks like that. Aussie dollar looks like that, guys. Dollar might get a little bit of stronger. Looks like that for at least short term. CAD, CHF. I'm just looking at all those pairs to see in fact which one is going to trade. Euro AUD. Okay, so Euro AUD manipulated strongly. Okay, and then now we see that there is a big manipulation. You see that with this red candle, it has crossed all those high, grabbed liquidity, closed as a long bearish engulfer. Now if we turn on our trend following strategy indicator, we see a sell signal on Euro AUD here. Okay, there is a sell signal here on Euro AUD according to our trend following strategy indicator. Now the reason we see this trend following sell signal is we had a rule based trend following strategy that we teach our students in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, which is satisfying the rules. Now to me, it's a high probability that the Euro AUD will drop, and my first priority today is GBP AUD and Euro AUD, because if you closely look at it, already grabbed liquidity, created this bearish engulfer, now is retracing to this level. The best place for opening short position on Euro AUD is below this 20 EMA. If the price reach that zone today, I'll be selling, and also I'll send that same trade signal to the students. My stop loss will be above this high, and I will target at least 1 to 2 rigs to reward on this trade. So Euro AUD I'll be opening as soon as the price will go there. The reason is it is giving me a sell signal according to our trend following strategy indicator. So this indicator is basically our trend following strategy, all the rules translated into a Pine script to form an indicator to see the trade signal very easily, and also it's available for MetaTrader 4 version. All the students who are our lifetime member will have access to the indicator along with the strategies. So I think you know that Euro AUD, if you closely look at, there is a chance of drop. The reason is, firstly, multiple times you see that it grabbed liquidity from this zone. So this long tail, you see it's a liquidity grab, and also there is a liquidity grab here as well. Now if we look at bigger picture, let's look at bigger picture on Euro AUD. Now let's do a full analysis because I'm deciding to short when the price will be there. So let's see justification behind the trade. If you look at the monthly perspective, bigger picture, we see that Euro AUD is a long-term bearish market. Okay, if you look at the high of this monthly candle, you see that Euro AUD in fact creating series of lower high on the monthly perspective, and that's a very important thing, that you know bigger picture bearish. Now you see there is a long bearish engulfer followed by another bearish engulfer followed by this bearish candle. So it's a highly bearish market, and we have seen another bearish engulfer which has violated, has broken to the upside, created this candle. Now at this point, what we could see from here, Euro AUD could continue to drop at least certain level, because long time bearish, the price is an important zone. Monthly perspective, we could see drop. Now looking at the weekly, we have seen that there is a weekly movement. Okay, the bulls tried to push this price high, but instead of creating a higher high, we see that on the weekly perspective, bulls getting weaker and weaker. The price was creating series of lower high. So with that said, the price now already tested this doji, this liquidity zone on the weekly, has a rejection. What I think that finally Euro AUD might come back down at least certain level. If you draw this possible resistance zone, then we'll see why I'm drawing this line is this green candle on the weekly is important zone here, and also so on the daily as well, we see that this is the previous resistance zone, which is turning the previous support zone, which is turning resistance here, and which is a very important. Now daily perspective, if you closely look at, you see that Euro AUD in fact has broken this local channel. Okay, this is the local channel here on the daily. Okay, that channel has broken down. Now with the daily, this is the daily candle, guys, which is a middleman. It has liquidity. See, these are the key aspects when you are analyzing the chart. This is a high-end analysis that you will ever find. Look at the daily candle here. There is a huge liquidity grab on this one, which is high probability for bearish setup. Now on the 4 hour, I will not be jumping on a trade here, because once the price will test this 20 EMA, which will be a very high probability trade setup, if we sell from here, keeping stop loss here and take profit 2 to 1 reward to risk, will be a very good trade. So if the price touch that zone like that, I will be opening 1 to 2 risks to reward. Even if you can hold the trade, this trade can be hold even up to 5 times profit target, but you need to manage the risk properly. So that's how normally we create the price action. So let's look at how it does, and then we'll go from there. So Euro AUD is showing us some bearish price action. As soon as I will find, I'll trade it and I'll send it to the students. Okay, so Euro AUD, Euro NZD in the same situation. Euro dollar still not showed the direction. If dollar gets stronger, Euro dollar may continue to drop. So let me look at all the pairs. UD, CHF, Aussie Yen, CAD, CHF. So CAD, CHF, we already discussed. CHF, JPY. Let me look at the chat area, guys, to see Kenya. Okay, thank you very much. I see everyone responded. Thank you for your um, thank you. Response. Hi, coach. Eurojpy. What's your thought? We'll look at Eurojpy, Euro AUD. We discussed it. Hi, sir. Happy okay. Watching 75, like only 29. Yeah, more likes, guys. Everyone, give a big thumbs up and check if you subscribed or no. From 9 p.m. Okay, very good. Cape Town, South Africa. Thank you. Africa, Uganda, Malaysia 1:06 p.m. Awesome. US East Coast 12 a.m. That's awesome. Uganda 8:06 a.m. Wow, thank you very much. Tanzania, Tennessee, USA. I don't know where I am right now. I can tell you, sir, please. Okay, thank you very much. No problem at all. Kenya, Africa. Oh, I sense Nigeria. I coach from Nigeria. It's 6 a.m. now. Okay, thank you very much for joining. Loving trading so early in the morning. Thanks. Awesome. Kenya 8:10. Okay, can you tell us that how many confirmation signals we need for the best trade? Hey coach. Okay, so for the best trade, you can watch my video on YouTube to see confirmation. I think 2 days earlier or maybe on Sunday I have subscribed to the channel. Go to the playlist, you should see all those confirmation. Everything is there. This YouTube channel is enough to make you a big trader. A coach thought NZDJP, no problems. From Philippines. Euro USD long term bearish or bullish? Euro USD long term bullish. Okay, now pardon me, long term bearish. Now it is going up for a retracement. We could see again another move down if that's the case, if we see a reversal. So let me look at, guys, now on EuroJPY. Okay, EuroJPY, as I yesterday mentioned, it's moving in a sideways. Okay, if you look at the daily, we see that this price in fact moving very aggressively in a sideways. Monthly, okay, EuroJPY for me is trying to create a bullish price action, but it's still moving in a sideways. Okay, still moving in a side. It's not a place for trading at this point. What I will focus more on Euro AUD. If in case today reach Euro AUD to this 20 EMA zone on daily, which is on the 4 hour exactly just above the 20 EMA, will be really good place for shorting. And that could happen. As you can see, it created a trend line here on Euro AUD. This is the trend line, and which is aligning with this 20 EMA on the intraday. That could be a very good place for selling. And as soon as I will find that opportunity, I'll sell Euro AUD. Let's see what happened. Okay, yeah, so let me look at dollar. So most of the dollar pairs trying to create a reversal. Okay, as soon as you see that, will buy. Looks like that it's trying to create a reversal. Okay, US oil went to that zone, important resistance zone, and now it is again creating a bearish. So this is what I expected on US oil. The price moved, correction. Now we might see another drop on US oil, which is expected. Let's see. If we look at the daily on US oil, we see the price after this bearish engulfer, a doji. It's a continuation pattern. I think that US oil slowly will come back down. So US oil is showing some bearish price action. Okay, so the main focus for this in upcoming in London session, we'll look at mostly on GBP pairs. And as I told you that all the GBP pairs, anything that is giving us significant trading opportunity, we'll look for this one. As soon as you see, we'll enter a trade. I'll be Yeah, as soon as you will see clear trade, we will jump on a trade, no delay. I'm just watching all of them. Okay, for gold, we could see deeper retracement. As I told you, if dollar gets stronger, we might see reversal on gold, but it is unusual to reverse like that. We might see some manipulation like that, and then could continue to drop. So if that's the case, yeah, we will take the full advantage. So GBP news, CAD, USD CAD together, news is coming 12:30. We'll be covering that also. Okay, yeah, USD CAD. Let's see how it plays out. Yesterday did a huge manipulation, as you can see, quite long week false breakout. So that's normal in market. We need to accept it, and at the same time we need to use when we can see that in our advantage. So with that, guys, I sincerely believe that you guys enjoyed this session today. Gold, sir, do you trade the whole London session? Yeah, we trade whole London session as well as New York session. I'm a full-time trader and trading coach. I need to be all the time, except my leisure time and sleep. I spend time on trading and trading related content and teaching my students. So yeah, I keep eye on almost all markets. Okay, even if I am outside, and if I'm not holiday, I keep eye on the market, because if I find a good opportunity, it's not alone me, hundreds of students trading with me. I need to create fortune for my students. Okay, so that's my goal, is to give value as much as I can in the world. So that's the main purpose. So let's see USD CAD. We see that it's creating back to back two long week candle. These two are manipulation. Now it may reverse, possible, like it may continue to drop, possible, or it may reverse. As I told you, we need to see upcoming news, and then we'll decide which way we will be trading. Looking at daily, daily is still bearish. Okay, is still probability for drop, but let's see what happened. Okay, after seeing clear price action confirmation, we'll decide which way we will be trading. Okay guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this session. Give a big thumbs up, and also if you're there, thank you very much. Yeah, awesome, thank you very much. That's awesome, cool. So let's look at yeah, middleman is a powerful trading strategy, very powerful. Anyone want to learn our strategies, you can find a link in the description. You can use that. We see that suddenly has a spike on gold. That's good. I'm watching for potential entry. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna end this session. I'm coming back again in New York and London session, so make sure you press bell button so that as soon as I come on live, you are notified wherever you are. Thank you and see you soon.